Hi, dear friends. I am thinking about Genesis chapter 1. I've been reading it this morning. And do you know that you have the power to change the circumstances of your week from what would in the natural be doom and gloom to bright and full of love and full of victory and full of hope? You have the power if you belong to Jesus. Greater is he who lives in us than he that's in the world. The same spirit that raised Christ from the dead lives and dwells in you. We're to be imitators of God. We are to call those things that be not as though they were. And, I just looking over chapter 1 of Genesis, and over again, it says, and God said, let there be light, and there was light. And I want to encourage you today not to dread your week, not to dread your Monday, not to dread the rest of your week, but go ahead and go against the grain, go against the flesh, go against the enemy's voice, and start speaking from your heart of belief, because you're full of faith and you're full of belief when you belong to Jesus. He has filled your heart and he has given you the measure of faith. So with that measure of faith, you can speak and you can change bad circumstances into good circumstances, into something beneficial for you. You can do it. You can change your week, and you can just create like the Father created light and how he spoke. You can do the same thing. You can say, let there be light in my work week, in my family, in my finances, in my health. Let there be light. You can speak and use your imagination. Our imagination was meant to be holy and used by the Holy Spirit. And I just pray for you right now that as you listen to this, that the Holy Spirit will fill your mind and will give you a holy imagination to imagine the heart and the things of God that he has for you. He has plans for good and not for evil. He has plans to give you a hope and a future. And I'm telling you, this week is going to be one of your best weeks you've had in a long time. And not only does the Lord want you to say and to speak those things that he places in your heart, to prophesy these wonderful things into your week, but even go a step further and write them down. Do you dare to write them down? I think it's in Habakkuk. It says to write it down. There's something powerful. This is the way we cooperate with the Lord. This is the way we're used by the Lord, by speaking to our circumstances, by speaking to the mountain, by writing things down. Write down how you want your week to look. And let the Holy Spirit fill your imagination and watch what he does. There have been so many times that I'm telling you, the week coming up looked so dreadful, and the Lord would just say, speak, write these things down, change the situation by speaking my word, and watch what I do. And sure enough, he would literally change circumstances. He would change relationship problems, people that had grudges or offenses, whatever it may be. I would speak peace to them and peace over the situation, and I would release love to them, and I would watch them literally just become calm and peaceful. I mean, God's system and God's ways and his love works every time. So I want to encourage you today to let the Holy Spirit use your imagination and call those things that be not as though they were, and watch yourself have the most wonderful week you've had in a long time. I love you, friends.